The boys are lounging around Neal's record store on a stormy evening. Rain lashes against the windows, creating a rhythmic drumming that fills the air. The store itself is a labyrinth of old vinyl records, dimly lit by flickering overhead lights. The smell of incense hangs heavily in the air, mixing with the musty scent of aged album covers. The atmosphere is thick with both nostalgia and an undercurrent of something darker.
It's like stepping into the 70s. Smells like it too. Holy hell, check this out. Venom, black metal. This is the real deal, boys.
Damn, Chainsaw. Where'd you dig that up? That's like finding the holy grail of metal. You know we've got to spin it.
Oh man, Countess Bathory is on this one? I've always wanted to see what all the fuss is about. Is it true she bathed in blood? Because that's some hardcore moisturizer, dude.
I've heard stories, man. They say she's cursed. Like, anyone who messes with her story ends up on her guest list. And trust me, that's not a party you want to RSVP to.
Cursed? Seriously, Squits? It's just a song. Probably based on some historical figure with a messed up hobby. I mean, bathing in blood sounds like a bad horror flick.
The boys laugh, but their laughter is cut short by a sudden movement in the shadows. Neal steps forward, his face half hidden in the dim light, his expression grim.
You boys might want to rethink playing that record. Some music, it's not just about the notes. It's about the history, the intent behind it. And that intent can be dangerous.
Dangerous? Neal, come on, man. You can't tell me that and expect us not to play it. If there's danger, I say bring it on. That's what metal's all about, right? Pushing boundaries, facing the darkness head on.
This isn't just about pushing boundaries, Chainsaw. You were there for our little escapade in Whitechapel. The 10 Bells pub and how close we came to Jack the Ripper. The Victrola. It's not like your modern turntables. It's old, ancient even. It's seen things played that should never have been heard. And this record, it's one of those things. You play it, you better be ready for the consequences.
Consequences, schmonsequences. I'm not scared of a little ghost story, Neal. Let's just see what happens when we play it.
Guys, I'm serious. This is a bad idea. Like messing with the universe kind of bad. Can't we just listen to some Iron Maiden instead? At least their curses are catchy.
What's the matter, Squits? Afraid the Countess is gonna come out and give you a bloodbath of your own?
I don't know, Neal. You sound pretty convinced there's something to this, but science says curses are just folklore, right? Still, that was some serious foreboding you just laid on us.
Folklore. Just be careful, boys. Once you start that record, there's no going back.
No going back? Perfect. Let's do this.
Musicam simil et finis, permittas in via ad tempus incipio, queres quid sit musica til ad sues dimensionibus mutari vinditur, tolle cortio licet, officia investigatio tua plena coram, neninia est non inviet, vitam somnis tus, lacis cantus.
The lights in the store flicker as the music fills the room with a low, ominous melody that seems to crawl up the walls and into their bones. The temperature in the room immediately drops to a chill, and the air grows thick and heavy, almost suffocating.
Oh man, you feel that? That's the darkness, boys. This is gonna be epic.
Yeah, epic, like, straight out of a horror movie, right?
I knew it. I freaking knew it. This is bad. This is really, really bad.
This isn't possible. It's like reality's bending or something. This can't be happening.
Suddenly, the room distorts. the walls twisting and the floor tilting, as if the entire store is being sucked into a vortex.
May whatever forces control this place have mercy on your souls.
The last sound the boys hear before they're completely consumed is the echoing, eerie voice of the narrator. Welcome to the Curse of Bathory. The boys stumble into a dark, damp forest. The air is thick with fog, clinging to them like cold, wet hands. The sound of their footsteps squelching in the mud is the only thing breaking the eerie silence, except for the occasional wail of a distant, lost soul carrying the wind. In the distance, the silhouette of a towering, decrepit castle looms, its jagged turrets piercing the sky like broken teeth.
I'm telling you guys, this is bad. Like, we're gonna end up as ghost stories bad. I can feel it in my bones. This place is wrong. Seriously wrong.
Come on, Squits. We're not in Kansas anymore. But that doesn't mean we're screwed. It's just a creepy old castle. How many times have we seen this in movies? We walk in, we walk out. Simple as that.
Yeah, sure, because nothing ever goes wrong when a bunch of idiots decide to take a midnight stroll in a haunted castle. I mean, what's next? We split up and search for clues?
Man, this is exactly what I signed up for. This place is metal as hell. Just look at that castle, straight out of an album cover. If we don't come out of this with a killer story, we're not doing it right.
Okay, but seriously, this doesn't make sense. How did we even get here? 1 minute we're in the store, the next we're wherever the hell this is. It's like reality just shifted.
They approach the castle, its towering gates slowly creaking open, as if drawn by some unseen force. The boys exchange uneasy glances, but push forward, drawn by a mix of curiosity and dread.
All right, boys, let's do this. We came this far. No turning back now.
Yeah, sure, because walking into the literal mouth of hell has never gone wrong for anyone, ever.
This is gonna be epic! Just imagine telling people we spent the night in Bathory's castle. They'll be jealous as hell. We might even get a song written about us.
Yeah, if we make it out. I'm just saying, maybe we should have brought some garlic, a wooden stake, just in case.
Let's just be careful. We don't know what's in there, and something tells me it's not very friendly.
They step inside the grand hall, their footsteps echoing off the stone walls. The room is massive, but decaying, with tattered banners hanging from the ceiling and dust thick in the air. The atmosphere is oppressive, almost suffocating, as if the very air is weighed down by centuries of suffering. The walls are lined with portraits, grim, dark depictions of Bathory's victims, their eyes seeming to follow the boys as they move along. The echoes of tortured screams seem to emanate from the very walls, mingling with the distant rhythmic drip of unseen blood.
I don't like this. Those eyes, they're watching us. I swear they're watching us. We need to get out of here now.
Nah, man, it's just your imagination. Paintings can't watch you, right? I mean, that's not a thing, is it?
They do look kinda alive, don't they? Nah, it's just the atmosphere getting to us. Keep it together, guys.
Alive or not, these poor bastards got it bad. Imagine being one of Bathory's victims. No thanks. But hey, at least we get to see history up close, right?
History? More like a graveyard. This place reeks of death. If these walls could talk, they'd be screaming.
They continue exploring the castle, each step heavier with the weight of the castle's dark history. They find themselves in a chamber where the walls are lined with iron maidens, their rusted spikes still stained with old dried blood. The sight is chilling, the air growing colder and more oppressive with each passing second.
Well, this is cozy. Home decor tip. Nothing says welcome like a room full of torture devices. Bathory sure knew how to entertain.
I can't do this, man. This place, it's like it's alive. It's watching us, waiting for something. I can feel it. We need to leave right now.
I hate to say it, but Squits might be right. This place gives me the creeps. I'm not sure how much more of this I can take.
Quit your whining, bonger. We're in the belly of the beast. This is what we came for. You didn't think it was gonna be a walk in the park now, did you?
Guys, focus. We need to stay sharp. We have no idea what we're dealing with here, but it's not just some ghost story. This is real. Too real.
Suddenly, a cold breeze sweeps through the chamber, extinguishing their torches in an instant. The darkness is complete, suffocating, and the boys are plunged into pitch-black silence.
Oh God, oh God, oh God. This is it. This is where we die. I can't see anything. I can't breathe.
Everyone stay close. Don't freak out. It's just the wind. Probably.
Yeah, just the wind that blows out fire in an enclosed room. No big deal, right?
They hear footsteps in the distance, soft at first, but growing louder, more frantic. The sound echoes off the stone walls, coming closer and closer as if something is running straight toward them.
You hear that? Sounds like we've got company. This is gonna be fun.
Fun? Are you out of your mind? We need to find a way out before whatever that is finds us.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
No one's dying. Not today. Whatever's coming, we face it together.
The boys, disoriented and terrified, stumble into a vast, dimly lit chamber deep within the castle. The room is dominated by a blood-stained altar at its center, surrounded by ancient, twisted symbols carved into the stone floor. The air is thick with the sickening metallic scent of blood, making it hard to breathe. The shadows seem to move on their own, dancing in the flickering torchlight as if alive.
Oh, this is just perfect. We couldn't just stumble into, I don't know, a library or something? No, we had to find the murder chamber.
Yeah, because every cursed castle needs a blood-soaked altar. It's like a must-have accessory for the evil decor. Martha Stewart would be proud.
Guys. We need to get out of here. Now. This place, it feels like it's watching us, waiting for something. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Suddenly, the shadows in the room coalesce, forming into a figure. Countess Bathory steps out from the darkness, her presence commanding and terrifying. She's a vision of dark beauty, draped in flowing black robes that seem to absorb the light around her. Her eyes, though mesmerizing, are hollow, filled with an insatiable hunger that chills the boys to their core.
Well, if it isn't the lady of the hour. Nice place you got here. Real cozy. You always greet guests with the whole blood and death vibe? Or is this just for us?
Foolish children, you've wandered into a place where time holds no meaning, and death is but a whisper. You've come seeking darkness, and now you've found it.
We didn't come here looking for trouble, lady. We just took a wrong turn somewhere. So if you could just point us to the nearest exit, we'll be on our way.
There is no escape. You are part of my ritual now. Fresh blood to sustain my cursed immortality. You've walked right into my trap, and soon you will feed the darkness that has kept me alive for centuries.
Oh, I knew it! I knew we were gonna die! I'm too young to be a blood sacrifice! I haven't even kissed a girl yet!
Priorities, man. We're about to be drained like juice boxes, and that's what you're worried about?
Wait, Venom's lyrics. They talk about Bathory's downfall, right? Betrayal and trickery. There's gotta be a way to use that against her. We just need to think.
Right. If we can mess up her ritual, maybe we can throw this whole nightmare off balance. But we need a plan. And fast.
I'm all for breaking stuff. Just tell me what to smash.
Struggle all you want, children. It only makes the ritual sweeter. Your blood will fuel my power, and you will be forgotten, lost in the echoes of eternity.
Alright, listen up. We need to disrupt the ritual. If we can destroy whatever's keeping this place together, the relics, the symbols, maybe we can weaken her enough to escape. Chainsaw, Bonger, start wrecking those symbols. Squits, Beezer, help me with the altar.
The castle begins to crumble around the boys as they flee through the dark, twisted corridors. The walls crack and splinter, the ground shaking beneath their feet. The enraged Countess Bathory pursues them, her screams of fury echoing through the collapsing halls, mingling with the distant wails of the damned. The air is thick with dust and the acrid scent of decay. The song's climax approaches, and they know that if they don't reach the Victrola before the final note, they'll be trapped in this nightmare forever.
I'm running as fast as I can! My legs weren't built for outrunning ancient curses, okay?
I don't know about you guys, but I'd really prefer not to die in a collapsing castle being chased by an undead countess. So let's pick up the pace, huh?
You know, this is probably the worst tourist attraction ever. 0 stars on Neal. Would not recommend.
Are you kidding? This is the most metal thing that's ever happened to us. But yeah, let's get the hell out of here before we end up as a footnote in some goth kid's diary.
Forget the jokes. Focus on getting out. The song's almost over, and if we don't reach the Victoria in time, we'll be permanent residents of Castle Bathory.
The boys dash through the crumbling halls, the Countess's screams growing louder, more desperate. The castle seems to close in around them, the walls narrowing as if the very structure is trying to entrap them. They can feel the heat of the Countess's rage on their backs, her presence, a dark shadow that looms closer with every step.
I swear, if we survive this, I'm never listening to metal again. I'll switch to smooth jazz. I don't care. I just want to live.
Don't you dare, Squits. If we make it out of this, we'll be legends. But first, we have to actually make it out.
The hallways twist and turn, each one looking more ominous than the last. The boys are disoriented, but they push forward, driven by the terrifying realization that the final note is approaching fast. The walls continue to collapse, dust and debris filling the air. They can hear the Victrola's haunting melody growing fainter, and with it, their hope of any escape.
There it is! I see the portal! We just need to... Whoa! Okay, less talking, more running.
They finally burst into the chamber where the Victrola waits, its eerie glow the only source of light. The portal is flickering, unstable, as if it too is being affected by the castle's destruction. The final note is just seconds away.
Go! Go now before it's too late!
We're not dying today, boys. Move!
One by one, the boys leap through the portal, their bodies twisting in mid-air as the world around them distorts. The Countess lets out a final, furious scream as they vanish, her outstretched hand just inches away from grabbing them. The portal closes behind them with a blinding flash of light. The boys land back in Neal's record store, crashing onto the floor in a tangled heap. The store is eerily silent, the only sound the soft hum of the fluorescent lights. For a moment, they fear they haven't fully escaped, the darkness of the castle still clinging to their minds.
We're back, right? This is real, isn't it? Tell me we're not still stuck in that nightmare.
Well, that was one hell of a ride. I don't know about you guys, but I think we just lived through the most badass metal song ever.
I'm just glad we're alive. I was starting to think we'd be Bathory's new house band. Permanently.
Finally, the lights flicker back on, and the record scratches to a stop. The boys look at each other, relief washing over them as they realize they're truly safe. But the relief is short-lived as they notice Neal emerging from the shadows, his expression grim but unsurprised.
You boys had a taste of the dark, didn't you? Not everyone who enters the Victrola's world comes back. Consider yourselves lucky and warned.
What the hell was that, Neal? You knew this would happen, didn't you? Why didn't you stop us?
Some lessons can't be taught, only learned. You're still here, and that's more than most can say. But remember this, curiosity has a price, and you've just paid it.
As the boys leave the store, they notice the black metal record is nowhere to be found. They exchange uneasy glances, but say nothing. Neal simply nods at them, a knowing look in his eyes, as if he understands far more than he's letting on. As they walk away from the store, the camera lingers on Neal, who slowly closes the door behind them, locking it with a heavy, ancient key. The final shot focuses on the Victrola, still sitting ominously on the counter. It hums softly, almost imperceptibly, as if alive, the whispers of countless souls trapped within its grooves. Nice. Done.
Yeah, well, I could do without the near-death experience. Maybe next time we just stick to video games.
Oh, come on, Squits. You're just mad because you missed out on being a vampire's snack. We're legends now.
I don't care if I ever see another record again. That was too close. Way too close.